Hello and welcome to the Eyewear Stylist Podcast, Episode 2. I hope you've had a great week and you're really excited to learn about all things fashion, style, function and well-being from some truly inspirational figures. This week I'm super excited. I used to be a musician myself, so to get to interview a signed musician to Universal Records, it was absolutely awesome. This week I'm interviewing Dubzy. He's a Manchester-based rap artist, and we're going to be talking about how he chooses his outfits, his inspiration, and also what music he's releasing this year, which I'm really excited to learn about. I hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, it's Dan the Eyewear Stylist here. I'm in my home in Media City in Manchester, and I'm joined by the amazing rap artist Dubzy Snaz.
Please big up Dan, big up the Eyewear Stylist. We're outside, we're here. Yeah, I'm very happy to be here right now. Thank you for having me, brother.
That's it. No worries, dude. Absolute pleasure. Like, some of my clients have been asking me, I've actually got a limited edition print of Dubzy wearing some super cool Kazal eyewear, which I actually stock at the studio at the Eyewear Stylist. But whilst I've got Dubzy here, wearing some super cool Kirk frames right now, look absolutely wicked, really pop. I wanted to ask you a little bit about your style, because you've always got such cool colours, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you wear really bright colours, all sorts of different things. Like, you know, when you're, whether you're going to do a show, or whether you're kind of like personally just dressing for casual, how do you tend to choose your outfits? What's the inspiration?
Yeah, so ironically, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said to me when I was a bit younger that you've got to think of yourself as a tree. Look at a tree trunk. It's a similar...
Obviously.
I know it's random,
Yeah.
but look at a tree trunk. It's a similar color to myself in terms of it's brown, it's how it is. And then in autumn, it gets these really colorful leaves.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh, look at the autumn leaves versus winter leaves or versus summer leaves, which aren't as interesting. And everyone used to say to me when I was really, really young, look at yourself as a tree trunk.
Right.
And just apply the leaves to it. So I've always said to myself, right, okay, I know it's really random, I know.
Yeah, so cool.
Let me apply the leaves.
The logic, right.
So
Okay,
the leaves are the colors that I wear, whether it be lime green, bright yellow. I know you're a fan of bright yellow as well.
Yeah, I love yellow.
You love yellow. Orange, red, and just accentuate yourself around those sorts of colors. Growing up naturally, my friends were very blacked out. There's black.
Yeah.
It's a bit boring.
Yeah. Like
it's
blends.
Great,
Yeah.
But it's boring for me.
Yeah.
You know, black North Face jackets, black Nike jackets.
Yeah.
I love that, but I just went a step further, and that's how it accidentally happened. That I accentuate my style. Yeah.
That's
So
sick.
that's literally the truth. Yeah.
That's such a cool way of
It's
thinking
so
about
random.
it.
I
I've never thought about like as intuitively as that. As thinking like
an
I'm a
autumn
tree,
tree,
like, you know, and I need to put the leaves on it.
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
Well,
and like,
have you ever seen a tree and thought, I love the tree trunk? Or have you ever thought, wow, look at the leaves? You always think, wow, look at the leaves.
it's true, isn't it?
Whether it's bright orange leaves or bright green leaves. And so I'm sort of, the clothes are the leaves and I'm the tree trunk.
That's that's absolutely ace. And so, like, so you're getting up in the morning, you're thinking, what am I going to wear today?
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking, are you one of those people, like, regardless of the day, I'm just going to dress how I feel? Or are you thinking, like, are you going to start thinking a little bit more, right, I'm doing a show tonight, I'm dressing for a music video today, versus I'm going out to see my mates, going out for a drink, that sort of thing. Is there are you kind of like, do you think a little bit more differently in terms of how you dress for that way versus out with the mates, or is it all pretty much like similar sort of sense?
That's an amazing question. I've never
Thank
been
you.
asked that question. It's a challenging question, but I do have an answer.
Yeah.
So I have a friend, his name is Eyes, he's also a musician.
Yeah.
And he always said to me when I was younger, he said, look at your outfit or look at you as a person or whatever as someone that when you go outside, you're Dubzy all day.
Yeah,
Because we have this assumption, you as the Eyewear Stylist or me as Dubzy or whatever, that right, today it's lunchtime, no one's looking at us.
No.
But you never know who's still aware of who you are or is still aware of who I am. Mm-hmm. Even if it's only 2 people versus 2,000 people for Travis Scott or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said to me, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Once you leave that house, assume the role of the character or the artist that you are. So technically, whenever I leave the house, as a result, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me dress accordingly to the persona, because I don't know who I'm going to be.
Okay,
I
yeah,
might
yeah,
just
yeah.
go 5 minutes down the road, and Gordon Ramsay, it's unlikely.
Hi, Gordon.
Hi, big up you, Gordon.
You're clearly watching this podcast, aren't you, Gordon?
Yeah,
Hi, Gordon.
You are. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay or whoever is in the area and he happens to stop at a chippy in my local area.
Yeah.
Do I want to be just dressed like I'm going to the gym
Yeah.
for that moment? Or
Yeah.
do I want to be in a position where I'm dressed as Dubzy, the music video star or whatever?
Yeah.
So I guess it's to assume the role at all hours of the day. So I guess I don't think based on what day it is, if it's a party or if it's a studio session.
You got that consistent style throughout. Yeah.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Like, because I know, because this is why I ask these questions, because everyone, like, with their outfit's so personal to you.
Exactly.
Right? Like, and some people are gonna like wake up on one day like feel a bit rubbish or something, and then might want to dress a bit more understated. Yeah. Some days feel a bit bolder. Yeah. But I suppose maybe sometimes there's something to be said for wearing that outfit, and just by wearing that puts you in that right mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
like if you dress yourself and dress understated, and then you feel a bit under the weather, sometimes keeping that can keep you under the weather, whereas maybe just by wearing that outfit you get a few more compliments in the day, you feel like you've dressed yourself up, it lifts your chin up a bit higher, that sort of thing. And so would you when you
100%.
So is an outfit for you like how do you structure? Do you start with the shoes? Do you start with the jacket? Do you start with the trousers? Do you start with the bandana that you wear, the headwear? Where if you're thinking what I'm gonna wear today, where are you starting? What's your thought process?
That's a very good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
So so I usually think what color mood I'm in.
So mood starts with mood.
It starts with my mood. So today, for example, when I was coming to meet you, I don't see you every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's my favorite color? That's literally how I judged it.
That's how you started. Yeah.
And my favorite color is purple.
Yeah.
I've always felt everyone sees it differently. Some people think purple goes with red. Some people think purple goes with yellow. Yeah. I've always felt that purple accentuates lime green and very luminous yellows. That's just
like it's almost like the opposite color, isn't it? Like if you've got this, what's the opposing color to contrast against it, sort of thing? Yeah.
Exactly. Royal blue goes well with yellow, for example, just in my head. Nude grey goes well with black or other nude colors. So I was like, okay, my favorite color is purple. I'm in my favorite mood. Yeah. Because I've not met you. I've been waiting to meet you. Big up the Eyewear Stylist, by the way. Yeah, you done now. Yeah. Big up the friggin' Eyewear Stylist. Yeah. So I felt like, okay, I've been waiting for this moment. It's a favorite-ish day. I'm gonna wear my favorite color. So I wore purple. And then off the back of that, you think, okay, what goes with the purple jacket? Yeah. Now my purple jacket happens to have like sort of lime green on the back.
Love this.
So I wore lime green shoes. That go with that, and off the back of that I developed the outfit, but I always start with the jacket. I don't know, everyone's different, but I'm one of those start with the jacket guys.
So you thought today, like, I want to wear my favourite colour, so I'll start with my favourite colour jacket, and I'll work everything from there. So then you started going off the jacket to the colour that contrasts that, which enabled the shoes, and it's kind of like expanding from there. Yeah.
And then I spoke to you, and then obviously I was going to wear purple shades to be typical. But you were like, no, we can accentuate the luminous grey with the purple. And I was like, I don't know if that will work. Then I put them on, I said, fantastic. That's why you're the Eyewear Stylist, so thank you.
No, it's all good, man. Like, 'cause I think, so the classic thing you think, because I'm wearing purple, I should wear purple glasses. But for me, it's not all about matchy-matchy. I mean, obviously, I'm wearing a green sort of like jacket, I'm wearing blue glasses. And it's not all about that. For me, sometimes, like you talked about, sometimes black can feel boring, you said. Exactly. But sometimes, actually, if you wear like black sneakers, or you're wearing black sort of like, say, tracksuit, and then you have like a really bright pair of colourful sneakers and colourful glasses, you can like top and tail it, and that can make a whole outfit pop from what could have been boring. Just the accessories. If you have a really cool like bit of colour in your watch or something, you have a bit of colour in the shoes, bit of colour in the jacket, the accessories can make it stand out. Like, so it's not all about just going for the colour in the middle. Like, and that's why I didn't wouldn't necessarily do. We've got some really cool like purple glasses that we can look at and stuff.
Massively popular.
Like we were playing around with some glasses made from Prince's Purple Rain album. How freaking cool! And I thought it was so awesome because Dubzy's like,
as well. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Prince. But because obviously Dubzy's got this really cool like music background. He's really into his music. It's what he does for a living. He's wearing purple today. The temptation was so much to go down that sort of like vinyl route, purple. But I thought like for this interview, like these frames, these Kirk frames, that sort of crystallized acrylic, it really just pops, and I think it just allows the eyewear to stand out on its own. And what it does, it helps draw attention to your eyes and your features and stuff, rather than everything blending away. And I think for someone like you, where color's like a big thing, like the contrast, like you said, you chose the different color shoes and the back of your jacket because it contrasted, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Even though it matched, it works, like it contrasts, but it matched against.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's natural. Like we, even though people talk about, I'm going to be very frank. People talk about race, but forget race. I look at the color of the skin as another part of the fashion. Yeah. So, for example, even the way you are, your skin tone, the way it accentuates the color that you're wearing, to me, is beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
No,
Thank you.
Seriously, it's beautiful. So then, for me, as the skin tone that I am, to be able to wear this color shades completely contrast. It puts a lot of emphasis on it. Do you know what I mean? Same way that your shades put a massive emphasis on you. And it's like it's weird that for me the skin tone is part of the fashion. Almost, and and I know you know what I mean. I know
you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
But you want it or not. And I think that's beautiful. And so for me, it was like, all right, cool. Because you were like, you said to me, Dubzy, you can have the purple shades and just look like, everyone else. You got the purple bandana, or you could accentuate your facial features by wearing a different color. I would not usually do that if I hadn't been given that advice by yourself. So once I did, now I'm feeling like the man. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you very much.
No worries,
so
man.
Honestly,
like,
you.
no, it's no problem. And I think skin tone is like a huge thing.
It's massive.
Like whether it's, but the thing is, even if you're black or white or Asian or whatever, our skin. What's interesting is, when you look into, so I do color analysis as part of my styling process, and part of that is looking at the skin tone, right? And sometimes you can look at someone and you can think they've got a bit more yellowy in the skin tone or a bit more blue, and it can be the other way around. Like, so when doing those kind of drapes, so whether you are black or white, you could actually have a bit more yellowiness in your skin tone or a bit more blue, and that can really impact our choices, because you can wear colors that drain you, and colors that lift you, so this could be like a light color, but it's quite cool. But if you want a light color and it's quite warm, like a peachy sort of tone, it might have a completely different effect. So there's a lot to be said for actually just kind of looking at what the skin tone is to work out what's going to elevate you the most.
Thank you. And a lot of stylists wouldn't look at it that. They might say to me, right, you're wearing purple on the chest. You're wearing purple on your headwear. Well, it makes sense to give you a purple pair of shades. But you were like, no, Dubs. We're gonna look. We're gonna look past that, and I'm grateful for that because it doesn't just help my styling today, but it helps me for future projects and more importantly, future music videos which are coming up. I've got a lot of projects coming up.
I'm so excited about that. I was going to ask you about that this year. So my background is I used to be a musician, and like we were chatting about this before, weren't we? Like we're both like embracing music, been in Manchester, chatting about music, and I'd love to hear a bit more about what your plans are for this year. What's happening with Dubzy 2023?
So obviously I'm the first British-born English native-speaking artist to sign to Universal Portugal. So I'm very happy about that. But
congrats, man.
Thank you very much. But at the same time, there's still work to be done. A lot of people, they sit there and they say, I'm with Sony, I'm with Universal, now I've made it. But it's not like that. There's still obviously a process that comes with it thereafter. And I think for me, it's been a really fantastic learning curve in terms of learning that the industry isn't just, you're signed to this brand, now you've made it. It's not like that. You've still got to keep putting your work in. More importantly, especially now because of the internet, brands, corporate ambassadors or corporate partnerships, and more importantly labels are looking at us like, okay, cool, you've got access to the internet, what can you do as like what you do? You already do something independently. They're more interested in that than they are in the guy that says, I've got a degree from even Oxford University in XYZ, they want to see some social proof.
Okay. Yeah. So he's got this like number of followers, this, that. Yeah. Do us our brand want to get involved with them, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
So do you feel, in that sense, with your music and stuff like that, how much can you feel just, just stay true to kind of what your thought process, what your creative process is? Does that ever get affected a little bit by external factors in that sense? You having to think, will this appeal to so-and-so and stuff like that? Or are you able to kind of like stay clear of the noise?
Yeah, that's a very cool question. Initially, I won't lie. The first second they sign you and they take you to the office and they show you the roster and you see on the wall that Nicki Minaj has been signed to that same label, Eminem, and so on. You're starting to think, okay, cool, I'm going to have to make music like this person or make music like that person. Yeah. But then you have to remember they signed you because you were an individual. Yeah. But naturally, you put your own pressure and anxiety. And I'm saying this is important because if any other musicians coming up can hear this, I'm sure they suffer from their own anxieties and their own insecurities as well. You start to think, okay, I need to be like this person. I need to be like this person that walked through the door before me. Yeah. And that can slow down the journey a lot. Because actually they signed you because they were looking for something different. Yeah. They're not even trying to make money because they already have money. I mean, the label I'm with is with Eminem anyway. Yeah. So they're not broke. No. It's me thinking, I need money, I need to prove myself, and so forth. And really, that's not actually even what they're necessarily looking for. They're actually looking for you to maintain your own artistic true self and so forth. Yeah. But naturally, you get that deal, or you get that opportunity, you start thinking differently. People around you start saying, now you've got to do this, you've got to do this. Even just your mates will send you music and say, make a song like this. Right. Or make a song like that. So it creates a bit of pressure internally because of the voices around you. But then if you follow those voices, you end up without a deal. Yeah. Genuinely. So I think what's worked for me is with time and experience of learning that that's not how the game works. It's more of, because I come from fashion as well. I'm very interested in the fashion industry.
Oh yeah, tell us a little bit about your fashion background. This is what's really interesting, because Dubzy's such a cool guy. He's not just a rap artist and everything. He's got this incredible background where you set up your own fashion brand, right?
Yeah, exactly. So because I come from that background, which I'll explain in a second, because I come from that background, naturally there's a bit of me that's like, okay, expression, being coloristic or whatever is a good thing. And music is no different in that sense of, okay, let me express myself, let me just be myself. A lot of people won't like it because they're like, well, I'm used to hearing this from a person that looks like this, or a person, whatever. But then a lot of people are like, shit, I was looking to do that, but now he's made me realize that I can. I'm now more brave. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. So it's like either the glass is half full or it's half open. Initially, back to what you said, while I was at university, I started my own headwear brand. I was going to make it a clothing brand, but I didn't have the money, and I realized headwear is adjustable. That was literally the only reason. It did quite well, ended up in GQ, FHM, and ITV, Coronation
That must have been amazing. That must have felt amazing, man. Like setting up from scratch and doing that, incredible.
Yeah. And more importantly, without your own money, because a lot of people use their university grant to just get high, get pissed, and so for the language, to get drunk and do whatever. And I said to myself, well, let me just save parts of this, seeing as it's free. Because when you're at uni, it's free money. It's not free money.
No.
It feels like free money. So save parts of that, turn that into stock, and then having not had a massive budget for marketing, I guess I kind of spread my wings and learned how to market organically. And that's kind of benefited my music and led me to obviously working with Universal and so forth. But by no means am I the finished article. A lot of people, they get into a position like here and they think, oh, I've made it. No, there's a lot more to learn. And but I've learned enough to say, okay, cool, I'm willing to go to the next step, which is what I'm trying to work on at the moment.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. I like what I love about Dubzy is like you're so humble, man. Like, you're just so like all of these. Cheers.
Yeah, so are you. Honestly, it's important. I told them that. Yeah. Big up Dan. Eyewear Stylist. But sorry, go on.
That's all good, dude. Like, I think that's the thing. Like, being humble, like not getting carried away. It's easy to be done, as you said, when you get like deals and stuff like that.
But I need to say something to you, importantly. If it's a question directly to you, not to the audience, but the audience, you can hear this anyway. If you decide you're the finished product, you're the finished article, how are you going to learn more?
Yeah. I think you're always in a position of growth.
People that am I Picasso?
No.
Do you know, am I Christian Dior?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, well, I've achieved this or I've achieved this, and even the Christian Diors of this world are willing to learn.
Yeah.
Even if Michael Jackson wasn't dead, he'd be willing to learn.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there and say, I'm the man. And I think, especially with art, it's not about being humble to make other people happy. It's about, if I'm not humble, I won't learn more that will take me to the next step.
Yeah.
And I feel that this creative process is a lifelong journey. It's not just
100%.
let me make money because I'm the guy and everyone likes me. I think it's a lifelong long journey, the learning process.
Yeah.
Even the top people that you respect or I respect, Bob Marley, Elvis Presley, Picasso, Donatella Versace, whoever, it's a lifelong process to be that person, and that's why I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not I rate myself. I know I've done well. I rate you. I know you've done well, but I feel like there's a lot more that we can continue to pursue.
Yeah.
We're young enough to pursue it and actively do it.
I think that's it. Like, that's such a... I'm so glad you said that, because it's a big thing for me as well. Like, I sometimes get approached to, like, training for other opticians and things like that. Like, you know, because
which you can do.
Yeah, which I can do, and I can help people. Like, but I think I'm very much like, you know, this is something that's worked for me, and sometimes even from doing training, sometimes someone might suggest something. Oh, I never thought of that. That could be a good idea. I'm never kind of like going to be dismissive, and I never want to be preachy to people either, because there's so many different ways of doing the same thing. Like, especially something like fashion. Like, you know, it's not as straightforward as like, it's not an algorithm. Like, it's not like you wear this, wear that, suddenly it's fashionable and you can apply it throughout your whole life. You know, there's a lot of like subtleties, and it's so personal to every individual. And so I try and kind of like always stay that way and be very open-minded, and you know, be aware that I can always keep improving as well. And be, you know, and learn from other industries. You know,
exactly.
Like, you know, like, because like obviously I used to be a musician. I've taken probably stuff from that, skills that I've learned from that, and you probably found the same with your you know, with your headwear and stuff, and that journey you went on running your own business. You can probably still take lessons from that in your music and stuff as well, I imagine.
And and you have to, because it's very easy to get into that mindset of, if you have X amount of people telling you you're the man or you're the woman, or okay, well that's who I am now. But you from once you reach that spot, you stagnate. You can't go further. And I mean, even though it's a different industry, I'm a fan of football, so I'll just use this as an example. I see footballers who are like, they get told they're the guy, and then as soon as they believe they're the guy, you don't see them progress to that Ronaldo or Messi level, because it's like, well, I'm the guy. Well, I don't need to prove anything now.
I know.
And
certain footballers are coming to mind as well, but I don't want to. I don't want to name drop.
I'm thinking of a few. Mbappe.
We'll do this. Zaha. We'll discuss afterwards.
That's a good point. That's a good, massive point. So it does happen, and I think it's the same in any industry. It's not industry specific. The point you've just made, and the point we've just discussed. It's a mindset thing. And I think the skills that we've gained, you with your styling as a musician as well, my skills as a musician, and maybe some of the business skills I've developed, we only know so much. It doesn't matter how much we think we know. There's someone that knows more than us, and we have to be humble enough to learn from those people. If you're not willing to learn from those people, because no, I'm the man, I don't need to learn from you, you start to slow down your own personal growth. You don't slow down their growth. They'll continue to win. So you slow down your own personal growth. And I think that's something that young creatives, it doesn't matter if you're an actor, musician, fashion designer, stylist like yourself, entrepreneur like both of us, you start to slow down your journey. The moment you think you've won, before you've won, it's the end from there. You may as well just quit. So I like to see it as a learning journey till the very end. Of course I rate myself. Of course I rate you, and of course you rate yourself. But there's so much more like we can not achieve but learn, and I think that's really important. And to be honest, that desire makes it like a lifelong, like a PlayStation game. Like you're playing Crash Bandicoot or you're playing or whatever the game is, you know what I mean? It's a lifelong.
Such a great analogy.
Lifelong journey.
Life is like a PlayStation game. That's what you learned today.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, no, that's what I had to say on that one.
Sick, man. So, just one final question was just about your music, man. Like, when do you know? We know when your next release is. Have you got any dates coming up? Anything we can expect to see?
So, I've got right now we're in January 2023. So I've got a release coming out on the 29th. For those that see this thereafter, go back and stream the release on the 29th of January. That song will be called Top Boy. That's alongside a producer from Germany called Sugar. I've also got some work coming with Eyes. He's quite a big artist from here. Then I've got some work of my own coming individually with artists I'm working with in Portugal. And then the label is also working on an EP with me and a producer called Progvid. That's Universal. That's going to be through Universal probably around summer or just before. But yeah, music will be coming out non-stop throughout the year. But if you want to keep sort of like in the loop, at Dubzy, that's Dubzy, SNAZZ, Dubzy Snaz. Throughout the year, you'll see that music is popping up constantly. But what I will say to young creatives of any industry, and definitely musicians, is don't rely on labels. This is just my opinion. You can do what you want. You've got Google. Maybe, I don't know, Bill Gates will tell you something different, and you think, well, Bill Gates has made more money, I'll listen to him. But I'm just saying, from my personal experiences, don't listen to or rely on labels. Don't rely on businesses. Make sure that you've got your own core understanding of who you are, firstly. And secondly, have your own plan. Because that label or that organization might leave you at any because they can. Yeah, because they can go tomorrow to Dua Lipa's cousin or whoever. And
we've always heard people that have been through that journey, right? Where they've kind of had the label, thought they're there, and then been dropped, and then just not known what to do.
Too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd say work on your craft more than you work on the business side. Although the business side is important, make sure you don't get effed over. But I'd say make sure you learn your craft, you understand your craft, and you understand the business enough to at least take yourself to the next step. Because the thing is, you can't get the whole way on your own. Definitely. Yeah. But you can get some of the way where someone will say, I can see he's working, and the right people will come on board, rather than you just accepting whatever check is in front of you or whatever opportunities in front of you that you're only accepting because you feel like I'm desperate because there's nothing else in front of me.
And I think you can take that through to through to life, man. Like I just think like in general, just like the just try and stay authentic. Like, you know, as much as you ever can. There's so much noise about us expected to look a certain way, expected to be a certain way, that sort of stuff. Exactly. Like, if you can find a way to remain true to who you are, what fulfills you, then you'll remain happy. That I think, like, the moment you start to try and appeal to a demographic of people for the sake of it, if it becomes money related or just to look cool or whatever it is, you start to get, you'll feel it yourself that you feel that you're not connecting with it. And obviously for me, I play that right down to style, you know, what colors suit your skin tone, what shapes suit your face shape. Don't try and wear a frame just because someone else is wearing it. Same with your outfits, and obviously with music, like it's such a huge deal. I've been there, and when you try to kind of like appeal to some people because that's what you're meant to do, is what the label says, but the moment you do that, you're out of your head.
You're out. And traditionally, just to add to that and to finish off, I would say that a lot of people would say to me, for example, like, okay, you're wearing a purple top, you're wearing a purple bandana, put purple shades on, like we said at the beginning. I guess that rounds us back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're wearing green.
Yeah.
But naturally, if I was to speak to a normal person that doesn't know anything about styling, what color glasses do you think they would say to me you should be wearing?
Yeah, let's go matchy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you found a way to make it work for you, and it looks perfect.
Cheers, dude.
No, genuinely. So it's like it works, and it works for you. But that's the thing. We have to be comfortable in our own skin, because I'm telling you, when you go outside, someone says to you, "Wow, I'm very impressed that you're wearing ski goggles when you're not skiing." Yeah. Or I'm very impressed that you're wearing blue glasses with green.
Yeah.
And you find those people that understand your energy.
Yeah.
There's always someone that will understand your vibe and your energy. You don't need to change your vibe or your energy to fit into X amount of people or a certain community. And that's, if I could stress one thing, I think that's what I would stress. And
Yeah, so I think that's such a good thing to end on. Thank you so much for us, Dubzy. Really appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Pick up the Eyewear Stylist, yeah? You done now, yeah? Go follow him and follow at Dubzy Snaz as well. Thank you. Gang.
Cheers.